to all the participants of the Maritime SheEO conference. My name is Birgit, and I look forward to introduce you today to the concepts of the Ocean Opportunity Lab and to dive into the world of ocean opportunities with us. I will start by showing you a short video followed by a presentation. I have spent the past 15 years working in the global maritime industry. I have worked predominantly with focus on the next generation, sustainability, entrepreneurship, and diversity. And I brought all of these focus areas with me into the Ocean Opportunity Lab. I believe that my generation, I'm 38 currently, is the bridge builders. Our role in the current ongoing shift is to empower those who are younger than us, the generation cleanup. My vision for the ocean industries is that we work towards completely emission-free and waste-free industries, where we build new business models and industries for the future that regenerates life and resources in the ocean as part of the core models. At TOO, we help connecting innovators, change makers, experts, entrepreneurs, accelerators, clusters and corporations across various parts of the world who share the same purpose, making a sustainable impact within the ocean and renewable industries. I also have a strong belief in an inclusive approach for a world that is currently very polarized. We need to act, and we need to act fast. In the years to come, we need to extract much more resources for the global communities from the ocean. But at the same time, climate change and pollutions are affecting our oceans greatly, and it's only getting worse. We also see that there is an unleashed power of innovation within the ocean industries, where the change makers and innovators don't find each other efficiently enough. They are not necessarily able to tap into the established resources in the existing industries, and huge potential is being lost. We wanted to do something about that, and we aim to support the evolution of emission and waste-free ocean industries through optimizing the ability and the interest for the next generations in leading and creating this change with us. But the mission statement of Empowering Generation Cleanup is, of course, bold and very broad. How do we go from such a mission to action? That's what I'm going to let you in on now. Our lead inspirator in the Ocean Opportunity Lab is named Laura Storm. She's a Danish sustainability leader, founder of Sustainia and Regenerators. And last year she published her book, Regenerative Leadership. And her mindset for building new ways of thinking into the business society is really a lot of the inspiration that we use when we build tool in a different way than a lot of other companies. We believe that the future of business is this, regenerative companies. And so when we started Tool last year, we built it as a commercial but fully impact-focused company where we reinvest 25% of our profits back to the startups and the innovators. We build everything we do with the UN Sustainable Development Goals as the fundament. And in order to collaborate with us or be part of our platform, we ask for compliance with at least 2 of the UN development goals. We are built on values in all collaborations in the organizational structure and every aspect of the company. To enable creativity and innovation, our organization is built as a network structure. Partnerships are the core, since collaboration is the main fundament, as well as pay it forward. We believe that it is our responsibility to help others to thrive and succeed. And when we enter into new agreements and partnerships, we always include the core values within the collaborations and ensure that they are built on transparency and the UN principles. We are a tool for experimenting, exploring, crowdsourcing, and co-creating. Albert Einstein said that we can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. And we believe in a philosophy that is nurturing regenerative leadership and also connecting the power of change agents. When you look at various models, you see that traditional businesses perhaps are doing small changes. They have a more exploitive mindset. It's a focus on managing. It's a linear structure. They work towards specific targets, and it's a more top-down hierarchy. On the complete far end is the tool mindset, where we believe in really rethinking and reconstructing the current models. We believe in building businesses that regenerate instead of exploiting. We work with an explorative leadership philosophy, where we're very open and curious, and everybody can have a say. We build everything we do as an ecosystem, and we have focus on doing our journey towards the future in the right way. And we have a very strong bottom-up focus. And speaking of bottom-up, in order to nurture the problem solvers and the leaders of the future, we believe that we need to turn the power balance 180 degrees. Normally, we consider leaders as the ones that are sitting on top and deciding. I believe strongly that a lot of the challenges that we see in the world today are related to the fact that young people and individuals don't see how much power they have to actually create the changes for the future that we want. And in order to realize this untapped potential and really resonate back to the change makers, that we believe in them, we have shifted the power view within Tool. So we look at ourselves at the bottom of the triangle, and together with external partners, we want to be pillars of support and helping to grow and fuel a steadily growing number of change makers. We believe that one person can do a lot. We see that all the big movements in societies up through the history, they normally didn't come from the established grown-up society. They very often come from the young change makers, the one who are bold enough and sometimes even naive enough to just go for it. We've seen it all through history, and we also see it today with Malala, Greta Thunberg, Afroz Shah. We believe that there is so much power in one person, and we can realize even much more potential and power when we connect those type of change makers together. We wish to help bridging the generation gap between the young change makers and the established and experienced part of the ecosystem. Because we know that when we are changing the society for better, we can't do it only from the role of the young, the change makers and the startups and the innovators. We also can't get it done only from the established community and the seasoned senior experts. We need for both parts, the young and the old, the small and the big, digital and physical, and across various cultures and regions and societies. We need to build the bridges. We will make the best solutions when we manage to find the optimal balance between the two. And today we see that there is a key gap for innovators and change makers, and that is the access to these existing resources. Big corporates usually have global networks, alliances, resources, and benefits. The change makers often experience a lack of access to these established structures and also a lack of connectivity between the change makers who are working on the same challenges in other communities and regions. So we wanted to see how can we enable this kind of resource access beyond what exists today. We are inspired by the way that nature and the ocean build its reefs and its kelp forest. So we are building our resources for innovators and change makers as an ecosystem. We have set together 5 different elements to enable the change makers. The first one is what we call the tool fleet, which is a concept for floating physical innovation hubs that enable collaboration and physical test beds in various cities. The next part we call the tool spawn. That is a matchmaking platform, matching entrepreneurs with established industry actors and resources that they need to succeed. The third resource is the one that we actually spend all of today in, the tool aquarium, that is now the digital platform for the entire Maritime SheEO conference. And that enables a mix of digital and physical showcase and conferences for the ocean innovators that usually don't have the access to really big budgets or a lot of capacity for building tech. The fourth leg is Tool Global. That is basically a grassroots network which we're currently building across the Creative Ocean City Alliance, which now consists of more than 115 partners of various sizes across 17 countries. And the fifth and last one is a toolbox. That is a combination of benefits and fleet agreements and resources and competence to help innovators succeed. Currently, and from the beginning of when we started the Ocean Opportunity Lab last year, we started to onboard very openly ocean change makers from around the world. And our structure today consists of a global tribe of change makers from all parts of the world and growing steadily. In the tool fleet, we started last year the world's first floating lab concept, shown with this old veteran ferry to the left, and supplemented this year with 2 brand new hybrid electric whale watching and tourism boats that are located up north in Norway. Inside the tool aquarium, we have set up a structure which serves as an online event and showcase platform for the changemakers to both organize and co-host and participate to activities, and also to be visible and gain year-round exposure inside the aquarium. With Brim Explorer, which is the number 2 and 3 of our of the ships in the tool fleet, we have also developed a digital school ship and test bed for universities and students and younger school pupils to connect with key critical issues that are related to ocean innovation and sustainability. We partnered with Brim and 3 environmental organizations for this project, and the school ship will exist inside the aquarium platform, engaging youth in connecting environmental consciousness and their future careers. The program starts in Norway, but it has a global scalability. And then we come to the matchmaker, what we call the tool spawn. It is, in few words, a Tinder for changemakers. But instead of finding a potential partner to share your life with, you can find partners that you need in the process of going from an idea into building and nurturing and growing a startup. It is a matchmaking and opportunity creation platform, which is built with, by, and for ocean change makers and entrepreneurs. We have built it with a tech for good mentality. We work with a pay it forward and the butterfly effect, but connecting that with gamification. Each of our users will score points through their actions to help enable others. The various levels in the platform are inspired by the ocean's hierarchy, unlocking extra value creating features and bonuses. But we do introduce a new currency, which levels out the normal power and finance gap between small and big players. Because here in the tool spawn, it's not about what you can pay. It is all about how you create genuine value using yourself as a resource. And I just wanted to show you a couple of examples of how we believe that the tool spawn can enable the butterfly effect and really implementing this pay it forward mentality in our industry. So first example is a startup that needs to find a pilot customer or partner from the established industries. We also can connect startups with the right accelerator that fits with their concept. We see that there is another opportunity that we have tested out this autumn with connecting students with real industry cases for their thesis. Collaboration project working on innovation across various fields in the ocean industries where the collaboration partners are seeking new partners. It could be an innovator that needs a co-founder. It can be a corporate that is looking for a specific type of startups. It can be NGOs, environmental organizations that seek innovation partners. It can be competitions seeking applicants. Startups with needs for test facilities with corporates, or funding tools, existing funding mechanisms that are seeking the right innovators. So you see that there is a massive span of gaps and opportunities that we can help support. Inside the platform, we present opportunities and collaboration projects that are seeking partners and resources. It can be investment cases, innovation ideas, unresolved problems, competence needs, and more. The platform is for entrepreneurs, corporates, clusters, startups, investors, universities, you name it. We also bring with us a third-party matching. When, again, seeing ourselves as a contributor, I can help my contacts by identifying one of my contacts that has a need for a resource, where I have another contact who has an unused resource or who can contribute, and then I can match them together. We are all about supporting and working for the global goals. Our key goal is number 17, partnerships for the goals. That is represented through the collaboration that we have with the Maritime SheEO for the conference today. But it's also represented in everything we do. We do believe that if we're going to change the world in a better direction, it is so important that we work together and that we have a focus on collaboration instead of competition. Our project is all about stretching the triple bottom line focus and my core purpose and values to the fullest extent, while playing and exploring new ways of creating collaborative initiatives. Life is too short not to strive for making a difference. And if you feel the same way, welcome on board.